All right, today we're going over all of the GTA Online DLC updates and we're ranking them from legendary all the way to bad. I think Rockstar has released a lot of great ones. Most of the DLCs, I ain't gonna lie, in this list probably are legendary, but there are a few that obviously have not made it to that top. We're gonna be going through all of that in this tier list. So of course, GTA 6 is coming out next year. I thought this would be a good time to definitely go over some of the stuff that we went through with GTA Online and just kind of going over all the older DLCs. Now, of course, the latest DLC that released was $1 Bounty, so I'll be having a separate review on this one, but we definitely have to put this in the tier list since it just came out, so it is part of it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this type of video. I'll be having a lot more videos coming out pretty soon, so definitely look forward to that. And if you aren't already, you already know, subscribe, put on post notifications, and drop a like on this as well. All right, so let's get into it. So we gotta start off with the older DLCs, then we get into the bigger ones. So starting all the way back in 2015, we had the GTA Online Heist update. So for this one, honestly, I think it has to already be legendary. I'm not even going to even question that, because this was the update that kind of like really started GTA Online, because within the first 2 years GTA Online wasn't that big, to be honest, and it just had like the minor DLC updates and stuff. But I think this was the one that really like pushed it to its limits and showed that Rockstar actually had ideas for this, even though it was delayed multiple times. But this is the one that introduced like the Fleeca job, Prison Break, Pacific Standard, all that, just brought like the major missions and kind of the mission layout that we kind of know today. So I feel like this has to be legendary already. And I think this is the main update that I think a lot of players definitely had as their first. And then next one we got is lowriders. So for this one, it's kind of just added like a bunch of lowrider vehicles as well as new customization options, bennies, and all that. And I think this is what really started like the car scene in GTA Online, which we already had that, but I think this is what like majorly made it even more better. Rockstar also added a bunch of contact missions. I think we're just one of those updates kind of that Rockstar just had to release just to make GTA Online just a bit more refreshed. So I feel like it's definitely not the legendary scale, but we'll put it probably like within the good. I ain't gonna put it great, but it's definitely up there for sure. And then what is this, executive and other criminals? So this one kind of just added like the yacht, which I think is probably one of the biggest skins that we have in GTA Online. This one basically just, it's the yacht. It's 10 million just to basically do nothing. If Rockstar had this update and made it so that the yacht actually was a great business and was actually useful, I would say it would be better, but it ain't like that. And then they also, I think, added like apartments in the update probably. So I think the apartments were cool. It's just one of those updates that Rockstar just had like as a filler. So I feel like it's up there, but we're just gonna have to probably put it in good. It's just not gonna be that great, but it's definitely a good update for sure. And then finance and felony, I think this one added the offices. It's GTA Online, which I think is probably one of the best updates for sure, because it also had the cargo warehouses, which is one of the best ways to make money. And it also the office itself from just CEO work and all that. So I think this is definitely going to be in the legendary spot. It's not, I mean, I don't know, like it's great, but it has to be just legendary just because of the things that it brought to GTA Online and the fact that we still use this type of business in 2024. And then cutting stunts, I mean, this is just like an update that added like the stunt races, which I think are actually probably one of the best things to touch GTA Online, because stunt races, they are really fun, and they added like a lot of diversity stuff instead of the regular land races, air races that we had. So this is definitely up there. I'm probably just gonna put it in decent though. I do like the stunt races a lot though. Bikers DLC update, this one, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I do like the MC businesses. We have the coke, the weed, all that. It's just the fact that Rockstar really did not change the missions. They didn't make the missions more easier. They didn't really like, I mean, they added like more timer. I mean, they added that within like the last like what 2-3 weeks in the most recent update, but it just took way too long. And then also it's just the missions, just the delivery missions weren't the best. Don't get me wrong, back in 2016, 17, all that, this was one of the best ways, or if not the best way to make money. And it still can actually be a great way to make money, especially if Rockstar has double money, but it's just not a good DLC. I would say it's a good DLC. It's just not a legendary DLC. So we're gonna put this in great though. I'm gonna say it's great. That's the first great one. We're gonna keep it right there. All right, import and export. And this one I think honestly defined GTA Online a lot. This is, the update obviously added the fact that we could take cars, sell them, make money, kind of, typical Grand Theft Auto stuff. So I think this is a good DLC to have. I'll probably put it in good. I don't think it's the best, but it's definitely right there. Now, gun running, this was one of the first, this is the first DLC I played when I got GTA on PC. I know, the PC version released like 2 years prior, but I ain't get it till like 2 years after. Now, gun running, I did like a lot. The bunker, the cut scenes, the introduction and all that with Agent 14. I think it was really cool. Now I'm not going to obviously base this off a personal experience, but we're just going to say it's a good DLC, but I'm not going to say it's legendary. We're just going to have to put this one. I think Rockstar could have did just a little bit more with this one, but I do like it a lot. So we're probably gonna put it somewhere. Let's see, it's between decent and good, honestly. I think we're gonna put it in. I think we're gonna put it in good. It's a good one. It's just not my favorite. And the Smugglers one was probably the second DLC that I kind of got into it. Had a lot of memories with this one. The hangar business, however, though, terrible. Not the best way to make money. Rockstar did update it like 2 years ago, a year ago, but again, it took too long. It wasn't the best DLC. We gonna have to put it decent. It's a good one, just can't put it at legendary or even good. Doomsday Heist. Okay, now this one, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of the Doomsday Heist. I honestly do hate it because I feel like the acts 2 and 3, the finale, it's fun, it's challenging. That's what we should always have. GT Online shouldn't always feel like an easy to go game, go there, kill people, this and that. But it just kind of got annoying at times. Now I ain't gonna lie, at first I definitely would have put this in bad, but overplaying it, or after playing it over the years, I ain't gonna lie, we had to put this a bit more higher because I feel like it's grown on me. It's the type of heist that I actually would enjoy probably playing nowadays. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely something that I do think I would play from time to time, especially even the harder acts, because I'm used to it now. It's fun, it's challenging, and it's probably one of the more harder missions. So I'm actually gonna have to probably put this in great, which is just surprising to me, because for me, I know before, like maybe like a year ago, I would have definitely said no, this is going to be in bad. But after that, we got After Hours. So this added the nightclubs. This one I think was another good one. I just remember like summer 2018 playing this. Again, we're not basing it off of memories, but I think this one, I mean, the business is good, and obviously the nightclub is still the best way to make money solo and just passive in the game. So I think this is legendary. The cutscenes were great. It was great to see Tony Prince coming back. The vehicles as well. I think Rockstar has some great ones with the limo, the other sports cars, and all that. So I think that's definitely going to stay right there. Now I think we got the first bad DLC, Arena War. So the reason I have to consider this one as bad mainly is the fact that it was the most expensive DLC. To buy everything, it's in a high like 50 millions to fully upgrade everything. Of course, I'm talking about vehicles and all that. I think it's 50 million plus. And overall, I think the story just wasn't that interesting. I'm not really the type of guy that's really interested in like a bunch of cars just crashing into each other and shooting. I know Arena War is more than that, but it just wasn't like that interesting to make an update. If it was like a little DLC or a little update that Rockstar released, okay, but it was a major December DLC that Rockstar released for this. It just wasn't a DLC I think a lot of people like. The cars, don't get me wrong, were really cool. I'm not gonna lie, the cars definitely were really cool. I like them a lot. The customization is great, but regardless of that, I wish there was something between decent and bad, but I'm just gonna put this in bad. If I get more into it, maybe if I check out the other stuff a little bit more, then I'll say okay. But if not, you know, we're just gonna keep it there. And then after that, we got the Diamond Casino Resort. So this is when Rockstar finally fully updated the map a little bit, where they actually changed a huge portion of it. So this one I think is actually pretty good. I like this one a lot. I do remember when this first came out, you know, definitely gambling was really fun, getting into the story missions for the casino, and I'm glad Rockstar even updated them recently. So this one is definitely going to be in the great tier. Not legendary, but I like it a lot. All right, now we got the Diamond Casino Heist. So this one, I played the crap out of this heist probably like way too much. I think this was maybe like summer 2020, you know, pandemic times. I played this heist way too much because I obviously needed a way to make money. So I would just hop on with a lot of friends and just grind this back to back to back, crazy, getting gold, artwork, all that. A lot of memories with this one. Great heist. I like the execution, and a lot of people are probably not going to agree with me, but I ain't gonna lie, this is probably the best heist in the game. It's over the original heist. It's over Kyle. It's over Doomsday, and it's not as in like money making, obviously, but in retro perspective, you know, the way the heist is, the story with it, as well as like the approaches, I like it way better compared to like any of the other heists that we got in the game. So I'm gonna have to put this in legendary. And then summer special, this one, I mean, I'm gonna keep it a bean. This should even make the list because it's not really like a huge DLC, but it's a little thing that Rockstar released. We obviously know why they had to release this, mainly because of the pandemic and also what was going on in the world. So this DLC was kind of fun. I mean, I think we could probably put this in, not like I want to put it in bad, but at the same time, I can't base it off of memory, so we just got to put it there. But I don't think it's the worst though. Yeah, we'll keep it there. Rico Heist, this one, I don't even gotta say much. This is legendary. This heist, it's not even legendary because it's the best way to make money, or it's still the best way, whatever. The heist is great. Rockstar added a whole new island to the game. It's cool. You know, there's a lot of approaches, a lot of ideas Rockstar put into this. I like the storytelling, especially all the cutscenes and everything. That it's just one of those best DLCs that just have to touch legendary no matter what. All right, tuners. So this one, okay, I do remember this when it first came out. I honestly was surprised. I think everybody was surprised because this was the update Rockstar released, and everybody thought, okay, it's just gonna be a simple little DLC. Rockstar adds like the car being, that's it. But they surprised us with auto shops. That's what I think made this DLC a lot more better. Now I ain't gonna put it in legendary. We got to put it like in great though, because I think Rockstar outdid themselves when it came to the customization as well as the new vehicles. Every vehicle, this was probably the only update where every vehicle that released I actually liked it all. So I'm gonna have to keep it right there. The contract, bringing Franklin back was a great thing. I got to put that legendary. The agency was a great business. I think Rockstar could have did a little bit better when it came to the security contract payouts, but the contract VIP contract with Dr. Dre, that was great. Phenomenal on that, definitely legendary. All right, now we get into the more recent DLCs. So this is like what 2022 right here. Criminal Enterprises, I'm gonna be for real. I think this was the one that added like the UOP missions. And they also added like the new like criminal executive stuff to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. This one, I'm just be for real. I didn't like it at all. So we just gotta put that in bad. The UOP missions were cool. It was cool. It was good to see them, but we didn't really see them that much. And it was kind of just one of those DLCs Rockstar threw in. So we just gotta put it in bad. Drug Wars, I know a lot of people probably gonna disagree. I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that love Drug Wars. I'm not one of those people. I don't think the DLC was good. I didn't like the whole like idea of, I don't know, like I'm cool with the drugs and stuff, but it's just like, I don't know, the story, the characters just wasn't it. The Acid Lab is a great way to make money, but it just wasn't those DLCs that I liked. So I didn't like it at all. Story, not good at all in my opinion. So we're just gonna have to put it in bad. San Andreas Mercenaries, this came out last year. This one, I'm trying to think what it added. Oh yeah, it added those like project, what was it called? Project something. Project Overdose, was it? I don't know, something like that. That one, I ain't gonna lie, it goes hand in hand with Criminal Enterprises, but I did like it better than it. So we gotta put it. I mean, the vehicles are really good in this DLC, but I'm gonna have to put it in bad. It's not like these two DLCs, like Criminal Enterprises and Mercenaries, they were very similar. I'm not gonna say they were bad. Rockstar added a lot of great improvements and changes, but that was the older stuff. It wasn't really any new things that Rockstar added that was good, so that's why they got to be bad. But for the older stuff, I was ranking off of older stuff that they updated, and I'll put it more higher, but they gotta stay there. And then for the two more recent DLCs, we have Chop Shop. This one was great. I think Rockstar surprised us a lot because we thought we were going to get like a basic DLC like one of these two, but Rockstar actually did really good. They bring back Yusuf Amir, even though we could have seen him more cutscenes would have been great. The vehicles are great. The idea of the Chop Shop was amazing, so I did like that a lot. The business is still good, way to make money. Rockstar did good with this. We're gonna have to put this probably in the, we're gonna put you in good. Yeah, we're gonna keep it right there. And then we got bottom dollar bounties. Now this should fall in line with these three because they did all come out in the summer, but we're not gonna put you there. Come back here, come back. All right, whatever. Anyways, this one Rockstar did do good. They added bounties. I feel like it was just a bit like boring because it's just repetitive, but that's how bounties are gonna be. And it's just also the fact that it just felt like it was basically just straight from Red Dead. But if I was to rank this though, it's not gonna be bad. I'm gonna put this up there as like, I put it as decent. I think if Rockstar added a bit more stuff into this and just made it a bit more better. I don't want to get too much into this one because I have a separate review that's coming out, but I just feel like Rockstar could have just did a little bit more, but I'm not gonna put it in bad. I do think this was way better than Criminal Enterprises and Mercenaries because it added new business. I think a lot of people can agree on that. So honestly though, when it comes to this list, obviously not everybody's gonna agree with me, but I think this is a very solid list right here. I feel like there is a few heists that I could have put, a few more updates that I could have put higher, but sometimes it's just like you can't really just stuff all of them as a legendary, even if they're really great. You can't base it off of memories. You got to base it off the update itself, and I think these are pretty solid tier. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Of course, if you guys agree, if you guys did enjoy this video, though, subscribe and put up post notifications. Again, a lot more videos are coming out. Drop a like, and I see you on the next one. Peace.